Hello, and welcome to the Managing Successful Programs certification course offered by Simplilearn. This introductory lesson gives a brief idea of the MSP certification and its objectives. In today's world of dynamic changes and external stimulators, organizations should adapt to such changes for survival. Only those organizations that have learned how to transform themselves through effective leadership and strategic control will prosper. Program management is a key tool to enable organizations to deliver their strategy. Managing successful programs represent proven best practices that enable delivering successful transformations. Let us begin with the course objectives in the next screen. By the end of this course, you will be able to explain MSP principles, describe MSP governance themes, discuss the transformational flow of MSP, and explain the areas of focus of different roles involved in managing successful programs. Let us move on to the next screen for an introduction to MSP. Managing Successful Programs, or MSP, was developed as a best practice guide on program management. Some of its features are as follows. The guide comprises a set of principles and processes to be used when managing a program. MSP represents proven program management best practice in the successful delivery of transformational change. The best practices in MSP are drawn from both public and private sectors. We will learn more on MSP in the upcoming lessons. In the next screen, we will focus on what is APMG. APMG International is a global examination institute accredited by the APM Group Limited. APMG has been awarded a contract to operate as an examination institute for the AXELOS portfolio of best management practice products such as PRINCE2, ITIL, MOV, MOP, MOR, MSP, P3M3, and P3O. AXELOS is a new joint venture company which has taken over the ownership of above-mentioned products from Cabinet Office. The trainings accredited by APMG and consulting organizations have gone through the most rigorous assessment process in the industry in order to ensure high standards. This means that all the candidates and organizations awarded an APMG certificate can be assured that they have reached stringent quality standards. APMG is based in the United Kingdom. APM Group operates worldwide with offices in the UK, the USA, Germany, Malaysia, India, Australia, China, and South Africa, amongst other countries. It is the official accreditor of the UK government's Cabinet Office for qualifications based on their best practice guidance portfolio. APM Group is in turn accredited by the United Kingdom Accreditation Service, or UKAS, against the EN 4501 and ISO IEC 17024 standards for several accreditation schemes it delivers. In the next screen, we will understand what value MSP holds for a professional. MSP is one of the most widely known program management guidebooks. An individual with MSP certification will always be better positioned in a lead program. The main benefits are utilizing best practice in program management to successfully deliver transformational change, carrying out coordinated organization, directing and implementing a dossier of projects and transformation activities to achieve outcomes, and realizing benefits of strategic importance to the business. Managing transition of solutions developed and delivered by projects into the organization's operations while maintaining performance and effectiveness. Encouraging realistic expectations of the organizational capacity and the ability to change. And leading business transformation accommodating high levels of complexity, ambiguity, and risk. In the next screen, we will focus on what value MSP holds for an organization. Organizations that hire MSP-trained individuals or train their managers in MSP have added benefits of having professionals who are adept at aligning corporate strategy, delivering mechanisms for change, and the business-as-usual environment. The MSP-trained individuals are trained to continually monitor progress, assess performance, realize benefits, and apply a common framework of understanding for all the programs. This also gives added value as it helps them to see the overall picture of the program. MSP adds value by explaining the focus on benefits and encourages feedback in order to refine future strategies based on evidence from programs. MSP-trained individuals are more aware of the upcoming pitfalls and thus are better prepared to avoid them and lead the program. Also, the individuals working with an MSP certified professional in a program will learn a lot and add value to the organization. In the next screen, we will look into what the updated 2011 edition of MSP includes. MSP has been updated to 2011 edition guide, and since Monday, 5th August 2013, candidates take exams based on the 2011 edition. Let us look into the highlights of the updated edition. One of the major changes is that the lessons on governance themes now have a section outlining how a theme relates to each of the transformation flow processes. New hints on practical ways to apply the guidance have been added to the guide. The concept of tranche has been clarified, with specific guidance on the risk of overlapping tranches. The lesson on benefits management has practical advice on techniques and categorization, and a new cycle of activities with better vocabulary integration with the other lessons. Quality management includes a significant new section on assurance. The lesson on risk and issue management focuses on how the management of risk guidance can be applied specifically to the program environment, and the section on issue management has significantly improved. Let us discuss the prerequisites for applying for the certification in the next screen. There are no prerequisites for the foundation examination. Candidates must pass the foundation level before taking the practitioner examination, and the practitioner level before taking the advanced practitioner examination. Experience in program management, or at least project management, will help understand the concepts easily. In the next screen, we will discuss the MSP Exam Pattern with respect to the 3 levels of certification. There are 3 levels of examinations in the MSP course. They are as follows. Foundation Exam. The aim of the foundation exam is to confirm that the candidate has sufficient knowledge and understanding of the MSP guidance to interact effectively with those involved in the management of a program. Practitioner Exam. The aim of the practitioner exam is to confirm that the candidate has sufficient knowledge and understanding of the MSP guidance to act as an informed member of a program management team. Advanced Practitioner Exam. The aim of Advanced Practitioner Exam is to confirm that the candidate could lead a program of transformational change. In the next screen, we will look into the pattern of the 3 levels of examination. Let us look into the format of each level of exam. The foundation exam comprises 75 multiple-choice questions with 1 mark per question. Each question will have 4 options with 1 being correct. 5 questions will be for trial and not counted in scores. 35 marks are required to pass out of the 70 marks, which is 50% of the total. The duration of the exam is 60 minutes and will be a closed book exam. No support material or guide will be allowed. The practitioner exam also has objective-type questions with 8 questions per paper based on small case study provided during exam. Each of the 8 questions will have subparts with total of 80 marks to be scored. Each question might have more than one correct option. Therefore, all the correct options are to be selected to score marks. 40 marks are required to pass out of 80 marks, which is 50%. The duration of the exam is 2.5 hours. It is an open book exam, which means only the MSP guide is allowed. The Advanced Practitioner exam is essay-based with up to 3 questions per paper. Each question will have subparts with a total of 75 marks to score. The exam is based on MSP care case study provided before the exam and additional information provided during the exam. Out of 75, a total of 38 marks are required to pass, which is 50%. The duration of the exam is 3 hours and is an open book exam. This means that the MSP manual is allowed. Other material in the form of course notes, examples, copies of presentations, etc. can be used during this examination, but no electronic aids such as laptops may be used. In the next screen, we will focus on what is covered in this tutorial. This tutorial has 3 parts. Part 1 will include Introduction and Program Management Principles. Part 2 explains the governance themes. Part 3 explains the transformational flow. The supporting materials provided are as follows. There are 140 quizzes in the MSP Foundation course offered by Simplilearn. 2 sets of sample test papers are also provided to help the candidates prepare well for the MSP Foundation, Practitioner, and Advanced Practitioner exams. MSP Manual will be provided to all the candidates appearing for any of the MSP exams. In the next screen, we will focus on the mapping of lessons in this course. Part 1. Introduction and Program Management Principles. This part will include an introduction to MSP and also the Program Management Principles. Part 2. The Governance Themes. In this part, we will cover the overview and 9 governance themes. These themes include program organization, vision, leadership and stakeholder engagement, benefits management, blueprint design and delivery, planning and control, the business case, risk and issue management, and quality and assurance management. We will study the importance of these themes in the MSP framework. Part 3. Transformational Flow. The third part will cover the overview of transformational flow and identify the responsibilities for each activity in the program. The different processes in transformational flow are identifying a program, defining a program, managing the tranches, delivering the capability, realizing the benefits, and closing program. We will now move on to the next topic in the following screen. In the following screens, we will discuss the MSP Advanced Practitioner course, which will be a separate 2-day course. As mentioned earlier, for the Advanced Practitioners course, only those candidates who have proven their aptitude for MSP by clearing the practitioner level will be eligible. The candidates will be provided access to the Simplilearn online course material and MSP care case study prior to the class for further discussions. The training will be scheduled for 2 days and will include review of MSP principles, themes, and transformational flows in depth. We will continue to focus on MSP Advanced Practitioner course in the next screen. MSP care case study and sample papers are also provided to give in-depth understanding of MSP. The training will help candidates discuss their real-life experiences in terms of MSP. Candidates will be familiarized with the exam process and tips will be provided. By the end of the second day, candidates will be ready to appear for the Advanced Practitioner exam. This concludes an overview of the MSP course. The next lesson will focus on an introduction to MSP.